How do I know what to feed my pets? One of the most common questions that many veterinarians are asked is about all the pet food choices. Pet parents want to know what's best for their pet. Many factors are involved in deciding on what to feed, including financial, health conditions, availability, your pet's tastes, and your personal philosophy. Your veterinarian is the best source for answering questions about feeding your pets. You could do internet research and talk to friends, but this could be misleading because they do not know the specific needs of your individual pet. If you are interested in surfing the net, please be sure that the information is published by a veterinarian. The website address should have a vet school name, or a veterinary nutritionist should be specifically cited as the source. Veterinary nutritionists are especially good sources of information that can be trusted. They are diplomates of the American College of Veterinary Nutrition, or the ACVN. They are veterinarians who are board-certified specialists in veterinary nutrition. Some other internet sites can sound official, but may be giving biased opinions only. A good way to weed out the truth from any sort of myth is to tell your veterinarian what you have been reading about and just bounce it off them for their ideas on what you have read. There was a recent Carine survey, and in the survey, of the 900 U.S. dog owners surveyed, nearly half of them said that choosing the right food for their dog was the most difficult part of pet ownership. According to this study, 52% said their dog's nutrition was more confusing than their own, and about 25% of them spent more than 10 minutes in the dog food aisle, deciding between the different blends, brands, and flavors available. Now, assuming that the dog or cat has average energy needs and is in good health, there are hundreds of diets that are appropriate. I prefer balanced diets manufactured by large, reputable companies that do AAFCO feeding trials. AAFCO is the Association of American Food Control Officials. So look for the label that says AAFCO feeding trials have been done, and check the nutritional adequacy statement. Again, this is an AAFCO statement on the label. In my experience, smaller niche brands sometimes have poor quality control, ethically questionable marketing, and sort of a bandwagon strategy, and they don't necessarily give you any more nutritional benefit for your pet, although they often please the owner's philosophies. It's important to see how your dog or cat does on the food, and you can judge this by their appetite, the stool quality, coat quality, and other factors. And it's also important how the owner likes it, as far as cost, availability, and convenience. Now remember, one of the most important things is to avoid overfeeding. Keeping your pet as a good lean weight is really good for long and healthy lives. Obesity in pets can lead to problems like diabetes, arthritis, and many other problems. Another question is, can you evaluate the quality of a pet food by reading the ingredient list? Although ingredient lists are commonly used by people to determine the quality of pet foods, this approach has many pitfalls and is very subjective to intentional manipulation by the food manufacturers. Ingredients are listed on labels in order of their weight, including water. So ingredients with high water content, like fresh meats and vegetables, are going to be listed higher than similar amounts of dry ingredients, even though they might contribute fewer nutrients to the overall diet. Also, ingredients from the same source, such as chicken meat, chicken fat, chicken byproduct meal, can be split into component parts, and that makes it even more confusing. Pets require nutrients, not ingredients. A diet full of great-sounding ingredients can be less nutritious than a diet containing less appealing, to people at least, ingredients. Some manufacturers might add ingredients to diets just for marketing purposes to increase the appeal of the diet to consumers. These ingredients may have unproven benefits. They might be present in minuscule amounts, and they might provide nothing at all to the diet except added expense. More ingredients also means more quality control and more time and expense necessary to make sure the finished product adheres to the desired nutrient formulation. Also remember that some companies use the phrase human grade in their ingredient list, and this really has no legal meaning in the pet food industry. Because once a product is destined for inclusion in pet food, it is no longer fit for human consumption by definition.